it's Talia here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. So this video is very exciting. We are going to get my desk all set up to take clients again. So my office is like revamped to take clients now. So a lot less stuff on my desk. I don't have my filming lights out. That might change depending on like if the lighting's not good enough for me. But for now I had like 4 lights and it basically just took up my whole desk. And then that's all of my gel polish. And nail art is like all along this wall over here. I just have my stamping cart right beside it and my nail art wall. So this is what we're going to be working on today, making sure that this is all set up. I have my first client here tonight, which is my mom. My studio has not been set up to take clients for, well, ever since we moved into this house for sure. So the last time I did clients was like 5 years ago. And I have like some of the stuff that I need for it, but like to have like a good functioning nail desk, I needed like a dust vent system that I didn't have already, 2 sets of gel lights, I only have 1, sanitization equipment, implements, I'm trying to think what else. Just a variety of different things that I didn't have because I wasn't taking clients. But now that I am, we're gonna get everything all set up for it. I'm gonna go through all of the different items. Everything here is available at DK Beauty. So thank you DK Beauty for sponsoring this video and helping me out with getting started taking clients again. I think the first thing that we're gonna do is just go through all the different items and then we'll start like setting them up. Some of them are gonna have to charge though. So we'll start with this bag here. In this bag, first thing is a sterilization tray. This is like the exact same one that I used to use. It's just a white sterilization tray if you haven't seen these before. So it's got, when you lift the lid up, the little thing here pops up so that it'll separate the implements from your liquid. And then when you put it down, it sinks right back into the liquid. So the exact same one that I used to have. And then to go along with that, we have a small preempt CS20. Well, I didn't order this. A new collection. That's awesome. Oh, I'm so excited for this. This is a Nocturne collection. Envy, Poison, and Suspicion are in this little collection. We'll have to do some switches with that. I wasn't expecting that. I did pick up a Diamond Shine top coat when I was there. I am loving this top coat. I've been using it on my press-ons for ever since it was released. It is just stunning. I love that top coat. We have a Light Elegance brush. This is the number 6 oval. I'm going to be using this for my hard color gels, which I don't have too many of anymore, but that's what I'm like familiar with. So I'm hoping I can figure out like gel polish with hard gel nails. I don't know, you guys, it's gonna be an adjustment. And then I also have a number 4 Light Elegance brush as well. So I'm going to be using one for glitter and one for color. And then I've got a fusion one that I'll be using for my clear gels. Okay, if you watched my last video, you would have seen 2 different nail forms in that video, accents and the gel bottle one. So I was trying out both and I really like the accents one. I liked both of them actually, but what I liked about these ones is just how firm they were. I think it's going to be a lot easier for me to create full sculpted sets with these forms. This is a dust brush from Fusion. Comes in this like sleek black container. How come I cannot? Oh, there we go. And it's got like one of those little things that pull up and then it's nice and soft for removing dust. I love that it's got this because it's annoying to put a lid back on if they don't have those little things. DK Beauty came out with like their own line of influence, I believe. And it is their Precision Noir. So I got one of them, the Spring Cuticle Nippers. And then also these ones. These are the Midas, so the gold cuticle nippers as well.
This is a close-up of the Midas cuticle nippers, and then here you can kind of see a side-by-side of the 2 of them. One has a spring and then one has like more of the clamps.
And then this cuticle scraper.
This cuticle scraper is so high quality and it's got like a comfort grip on it, and then one end is like that curved side and then the other one is like a really more pointed edge.
And this one is a cuticle pusher from Kupa. I believe this is the one that I used when I first started doing clients, so I know I'm going to be familiar with that one. And then for bits, I got this one from Erica. This is a classic dry mani one, and it's got a ball bit in there, like a micro taper bit, and then the skeever from Erica's. Then this one here is the carbide. This is like the bit that goes like underneath the nails to clean up any sort of gel that's underneath it. And then this one is an adjustable mandrel. These are really good for working with sanding bands as well. You can just kind of adjust it and it just works pretty good. The accents, prep and wipe. I really like this. I really like the smell of this one too. So it's like a cleansing solution before you go in and do your gels and your other steps. For gels, I decided to stick with Fusion. When I first started working on clients, I was working with accents, and I do really like it. So I might eventually go back to that one, but just to like start out, I wanted to use something that I'm really comfortable with. So I have the 30-gram containers of 2.5. And then we have the clear base. We have sculptures for sculpting sets, and then SL clear as well. These are my favorite wipes for working with gel, the Light Elegance ones. Probably one of the most exciting things is the electric nail desk vent from DK Beauty. I'm really excited to open this up and set this up, give it a try. I've never used a desktop vent. If you guys have been here for a while, you will know that I always make like a homemade vacuum system. To be honest, like back when I was making those systems, there wasn't really much on the market for desk vacs, and there's a lot more options now. So I'm excited to try like a tabletop one like this one. And then I do have 2 lamps. So I'm going with the DK Beauty red light spectrum nail curing lamp. I do have like one of the accents ones, but I wanted nail lamps that match. So I did, DK Beauty sponsored one of them, and then I did end up buying another one so that they would all match. That is everything. So we're just gonna get everything all set up, and we'll go through everything, and I'll show you guys like where I'm gonna keep everything and whatnot.
Let's get everything all set up here. So first thing, I've got this like mirrored spinny tray that I have on my desk, and this is where I like to keep my most reached for products. So a lot of my liquids, my cuticle oils. I even have my e-file sitting on here, which usually I've got that in my cart, but it just kind of works a little bit better. I also forgot to mention, you can get like these huge bottles of acetone from DK Beauty. You can get alcohol too, but they just didn't have any in stock at this time. So I did get the big gallon jug of that as well. So I'm just gonna fill one with a pump bottle and then one with just like a straight bottle like this. And I use acetone all the time for cleaning up my nail stamping plates and for stamping cleanup. I'm just going to get those on the tray here, and then I'm just going to set out a couple bowls of nail wipes. So I keep one giant bowl full of the ones that I use for stamping, and then I've got the smaller one that I keep the Light Elegance wipes in. I'm also going to fill another pump bottle with the Accents Prep and Wipe. I love this stuff. I've used different ones throughout the years, like you guys have seen me feature Fusion on this channel before, but this one just has such a nice smell to it, and it's a little bit nostalgic for me because it reminds me of like when I first started doing nails. Next thing I'm going to do is get my sanitization tray all ready to go so that I can sanitize those implements that I just got in, as well as a few others that I have in my collection too. Just pouring my CS20 right in there. And then we're going to go through setting up the lights from DK Beauty as well as the desk vent. So when you first take them out of the packaging here, which they are just beautifully packaged, so nice, and they've got like this little tag on them too, which I just appreciate all the little details that went into this. I'm going to pull the light out here, and then you want to make sure that you take off that blue film that is on the bottom of the tray. That way you're getting your best cure, because it's going to be super reflective in the lamp here as well, and it just magnetics to the bottom. And the lights have a 120, a 90, a 60 second, and a 30 second cure time. They also have like little blue bars that you can see at the top, which is going to tell you how charged your lamp is, because these are rechargeable. So once these are charged, I am just going to take the cord off and just not have the cord on my desk, which is really nice. I've never had rechargeable lights like that before. And then for the desk vent here, again, just beautifully packaged, and it's actually really light, which is really nice for when you're going to be taking it on and off of your desk for whenever you need it. In the box, you've got the cord to plug it in. It's not rechargeable, so you'll just have to keep it plugged in for when you're using it. And then it also has a certificate of conformity in the box as well. So I'm just going to get it all plugged in here and just kind of check out like the filter that's on top of it. You can see the desk fan right underneath it all there. And I did turn it on here. Been able to use this out a few times on my clients this past week here, and I am really liking how like compact it is. It's taking me a little bit to kind of get used to having something sitting up on the desk like this, like having my clients positioned properly, but I found that it did a pretty decent job of sucking all of the dust down when I was filing the nails. And probably the best thing about this though is it is easy to have a conversation with my clients while the vent is going. Like it's not too loud, which is really nice. But even watching this video back, like I need to position my client like a little further back so I can get that desk to like flow down a little bit better. But it's just going to take me a little bit getting used to for having something sitting on my desk like this. So I am going to get my next lamp set up here as well. So like I said, I do have the accents lamps, which I am such a fan of the accents lamps. They're such high quality too. But I know that whenever DK Beauty comes out with something, especially if it's like got their name on it like this, you know it's going to be good quality. So when I was setting up the second one, I realized that the little plate on the bottom is actually double-sided. So I left the blue film on the bottom of it. That way, if this one that I have set up currently ever gets scratched up too much, I can easily just like flip it over, take the blue film off, and I will have like a nice ready to go bottom for it too. So I'm just going to get these all plugged in and charging. They were mostly charged actually when I took them out of the box, so they didn't take long for them to charge at all. I know it's such a minor thing, but I love that these lights glow like a pink color. I think it just gives something special to the lights here. Any of my clients that have used it so far have just been shocked that it's not like a blue light, that it was pink when they put their hands in. Oh, and that's another thing I like. I love how responsive these lights are when you put the hand in. I have no issues with them like not turning on, or like even when the clients go in with just their thumbs to cure their thumbs. I have no problems with them whatsoever so far, so that's really good. And I love not having so many cords on my desk. I thought we'd go through some organizing of my desk drawers here, because this desk drawer is just terrible. I've got like all of my different base products I've used over the years. I've got a ton of nail art products in here, and I just want to get this drawer ready to go before my client comes in. So first thing that I'm doing, and I do this every single time when I'm taking on an organization project like this, is I'm just going to take all of the products out of the drawer. That way I can have a good look at what was in this drawer and whether or not it needs to go in a different spot, or if it's coming back into this drawer. I wanted to keep this drawer specifically for like my base products for working on nails, and right now I've got a ton of top coats as well as like nail art items and stuff that just don't need to be in this drawer. I'm going to get the desk drawer all cleaned up here, and then we're going to get on to some organizing. Some of these products I've had in my drawer for years and I just haven't touched them, or they're not good anymore. So I did end up doing a little bit of purging in this drawer, as well as organizing them by the brand and function of the product too. So that way I would be able to know exactly what was in here, and it's just so much better to open a drawer that is not crazy disorganized. So the first thing I'm going to do is put all of my potted gels, the big ones, closer to the front, so that way when I pull open the drawer I can see exactly what I need for working on clients. And then DK Beauty did send me a bunch of sample sizes of Fusion last month for a video, as well as some of the accents kind of trial sizes too. So I'm going to make sure I have those nice and handy so that I'm using that up as well. And then I do tend to use Coco and Claire quite a bit for different nail art that I'm doing on press-ons as well as on clients too. So I wanted to make sure that I had those nice and handy. So I just have like this clear acrylic nail polish organizer that I'm putting them into. And then in this front clear polish organizer, I've got all of my base products. So I've got my Fusion, Gription and Cohesion, as well as like my accents, products that I use for gel polish nails. Then I've also got some of my like prep and prime stuff that I use for when I work on press-ons too, because I'm still going to be working on press-ons as well. But this drawer just looks so much better now that it's nice and organized. I did put some of the products I don't reach for as much in the back, and then I've got my forms in here ready to go too, as well as my crystal gels. Now, since I was on a roll with organizing it, I decided to do my top right drawer, which if you guys have watched any of my desk tour videos, this is typically my brush drawer. This has not changed over the many years that I've had this desk. I just find it really easy to have the brushes and tools and such that I need like right off to my right here. So same thing, I'm just going to take everything out of this drawer, and the nice thing about the brushes in here is I can just pull out that organizer that I've got them all in and get them all organized that way. And then I've also got this drawer. This is over to the left, and the reason I decided to kind of switch organizing the brush drawer is because I had a lot of my little bowls and my little plates and palettes and stuff that I use for nails sitting in my brush drawer, and I didn't really want them there. I wanted them to have their own specific drawer. So I'm going to get this one organized so that I can put some more of that stuff in. back to organizing my nail brushes. I'm going to do the exact same thing I did with the drawer. I'm going to take all of the brushes out here, and then I'm going to give the organizer a nice wipe down, and then only put back in the brushes that I reach for quite a bit. I've got a separate brush drawer that I have all the ones that I don't reach for very often, or like backups or anything, that I can put the ones in that I don't want in this container. And then you can see that I have them all labeled too. I've got watercolor, I've got painting, I've got gel, and then I've got a separate section for nail tools. And this includes like dotting tools or some of those like little grippy things that you can use for sponges. I also really do not like having lids on brushes, and I know that like it helps keep the brushes in good shape and it helps keep the bristles like exactly how you want them. But the lids drive me nuts because sometimes they are just a pain in the butt to get back on. So I'm actually separating a lot of the lids off of here. Some of them, like my gel brush, I keep on, and like my dotting tool and a couple others. But for the most part, I really just do not like using the brush lids. It's nice to have this drawer all organized right beside me. The front thing that I have there is like a 3D gel, and then I've got some gum that I just keep in here, as well as little palettes. So they're like paper palettes and like a ring palette, and then I've got like the sticky things, clear jelly stamper cells for cleaning your stampers. I tend to use a rolly one, but I do use those for cleaning my fingers. So this is what the brush drawer ends up looking like. I did do a massive clean out, and I think it just functions so much better now. The last thing that I want to organize is this container that I keep in my nail cart right beside me, and in here I keep the little sponges that I use for different nail art. I also keep some eyelash wands for cleaning off nail beds when they've got dust on them. I keep some of like Q-tips in here, as well as different sponges for chrome, the paper clips I use for my clear jelly stamper plates to insert or to hold the inserts on top of them. And then I like to keep these really small like micro wands too, and that's just for cleaning up nail art on top of the nails. Like if you stamp something that you don't want to be there, I use those a lot for cleaning up them. So I wanted to restock all of this so that it is ready to go. And I did think that my cart could use a little bit of organization on top here. So I'm just taking out products that I don't really reach for very much, but for the most part, I keep this one fully stocked of top coats, shiny and matte, as well as like a foil gel. I keep my most reached for stamping polishes in here too, as well as like a tip primer. I've got some of my clear jelly stampers there, as well as like they're thinner, they're mixing balls. The brushes that I use are for chrome and to remove dust. And then I've got my little organizer that fits perfectly. And then my little paint palettes that are full of, like I've got one for Opry Gel, one for Cocoa and Claire Builders, one for my Beamy Beauty Box leaf gels. I like to just keep them in a watercolor tin like that. And then I've got some of like those nail bibs that you can put on top of your desk too. So this is what my desk is ending up looking like when all is said and done. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you enjoyed kind of going through some different products that I needed to start taking clients again, as well as the setup and where I'm keeping them all in my nail studio. Make sure you're following me on all my social media, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!